And we are live for episode 40, SWA. Second one since Countdown a few weeks back, our first pay-per-view of Season 3. Of course, we've done some more episodes than 40, but we've done 40 weekly episodes, I guess a little bit of a milestone. Been at it for quite a while here in the SWA, and we've got a good set of matches here tonight. A lot of singles action, some bragging rights tournament action. Round 1 continues and ends tonight. Got some tag action near the end of the card, and a pretty important triple threat with some of the top of the card talent in our main event. We're going to kick things off here pretty soon, give some people a little bit of time to filter in. I'm going to kick things off tonight with a matchup between the apex of agility, Angel Sabin, and Void. These two teamed up before a countdown in an 8-man rookie tag elimination match to see who would get a shot to participate at the first pay-per-view of Season 3. Sabin and Void got the job done. Got themselves a win, and they're, random pairing together. And then when it came down to time for that match, it was a 6-man Iron Man match that they got to participate in at Countdown. Hectic match, 10-minute time limit. We only saw 2 falls secured. The match was fought to a draw. Of course, those 2 falls went 1 to Void, 1 to Angel Sabin. So tonight, they kick us off with a shot to settle the score a little bit. Temporary teammates ended up fighting to a draw. Now they get to see who comes out on top here tonight, 1-on-1. Who do you like in our opener, Doc? Void or Sabin?
I don't know. It's tough. Like you said, we've seen these two show that they're equals in a lot of ways, but I don't know if we've seen enough yet to really have confidence in picking one over the other. I think they both are threats. Void is obviously a little more mysterious, I think. They both wear like face coverings, but the mystery, especially around Void, makes me reticent to pick a winner here tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen a little bit more out of Void, but some of it has been a little underhanded. We saw him attack the Ace backstage a while back. Actually kept Ace out of Countdown. He was supposed to represent New Era in the tag chamber and cost him that opportunity as he's recovering from that attack. I think, in their tag pairing, it felt like Void carried a little bit more of the weight in that match. Almost as if Sabin was drugged to the pay-per-view, but when the lights were on at Countdown, these two both got a pinfall, and that's where it matters, and why we're sort of where we're at here tonight with an even pairing. I think I like what I've seen out of Void in terms of being willing to go the distance, but Sabin has hung in there and proved at Countdown that when it's on the line, he can get it done on his own. Not just with a pairing. So we'll see what the apex of agility has tonight. I think I'm taking Void in this one.
I think I can see your reasoning. We'll see if it holds up.
We'll see what we get out of the voice of infinite dimensions. He's been a creepy one for sure, I'd say. Don't really know what to expect out of him most nights. But, if there's anyone who's got the tiniest bit of knowledge, these two having worked together slightly, might have at least some knowledge of each other.
Weighing in at 280 pounds, V-O-I-D.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's the Ace, and he's coming down the ramp. He just attacked Void from behind. The Ace looking healthy. He's back, and he's looks like he's here for a little bit of revenge. He's going after Void.
Yeah, indeed. Ace looking to get his back after being jumped backstage a couple weeks ago. As we mentioned, Ace obviously missing Countdown because of that. He's got a bone to pick with the voice of infinite dimensions here. Void having none of it, clearly just throwing Ace around.
And, you know, we saw the Void attack Ace backstage. Ace kind of coming in and taking matters into his own hands, interrupting this match. I'm not sure that we're going to see Angel Saban tonight. Ref seems to be content to let these two settle this out here inside the ring.
Yeah, I mean, if I were Angel Saban, one, I would be doing my magic show in Vegas because his real name is Chris Angel Saban. But two, and more importantly, I would not get in the middle of this either. I mean, by all means, you guys fight it out. I'll just be back here in catering, having some snacks.
The Ace here working a little side headlock. The Void, you know, still rocking his full entrance attire. We'll see if that plays an effect here as well. As we've got total darkness here. And our two competitors have disappeared from the ring. The lights have come back on inside the arena, and the Void and Ace are gone, nowhere to be found. I'm speechless here at the announce table. No idea where those two have gone to. We saw the Ace come out and attack the Void, interrupting that match. And now, I don't know who's to blame, but they're both seemingly gone from the arena. And here at the SWA, we're gonna move things right along. We've got more action to get to, but absolutely no idea about the safety or status of either the Void or the Ace.
Obviously, we'll bring you any results, any information even as we get it, but no clue at the moment.
It's an awkward situation here for us calling matches where we've got AZ coming to the ring next. We've got a bragging rights tournament match. Of course, these are knockout only matches, proving who is the toughest brawler striker here in the SWA. AZ, our first entrant in one of our two matches here tonight. But of course, the story so far is where in the world are Void and Ace, who were brawling in the ring. The lights went down here in Dallas, Texas, and when they came back, there was no one to be seen. So we'll monitor that situation as we go. But right now we're gonna look forward to this bragging rights tournament match. We got Roughneck Anthony Hagar taking on AZ, Alpha Omega.
Out here, the guy who, you know, he's going to one day inherit a fortune based entirely in khaki pants.
Yeah.
AZ, meanwhile, stealing gear from Nathan Bogart, it looks like. Those wristbands look awful familiar, bud.
Sure enough, he's got his own style, own theme here at least. Although, yeah, very very similar to the Lion King himself. Hagar just kind of manhandling AZ as
Oh,
he sends
no.
him outside over the top.
Manhandling indeed.
Saw AZ try to go at Hagar. Hagar just kind of brushed him off there. The size advantage for Roughneck is apparent in this one from the start. Height and weight here favoring the hard-working man, Anthony Hagar.
Hagar really throwing some potatoes there, now carrying AZ around.
Looks like AZ's fighting out of it, though, and looking to get back in this one. Hagar not letting it happen, and they're over the railing goes AZ. They are taking this into the crowd.
Gonna join him here.
Throwing hands here amongst the SWA faithful. Bragging rights tournament action here. Knockout only. Falls count anywhere. And right now, that anywhere is including outside the ring as AZ sends Hagar flying back over the barricade. They're going to get back here right outside the squared circle. Oh, sit into the announce table. Goes Hagar and dumped on the back of his neck by AZ. AZ won his debut match against Kevin Maverick a couple of weeks back. Episode 38, right before Countdown. Pretty good showing from him. He wasn't able to make it into the rookie showcase like Hagar was. But, winning his debut, he sits at 1-0 in singles. Always a good feeling. He'd love to go 2-0 and advance into round 2 of the tournament here.
Yeah, definitely, the obvious bragging rights on the line in this tournament, but I think also a chance for a lot of these newer guys to, especially to really make a statement in their early days in their SWA career. I mean, I think Hagar among the people who want to make that statement.
Yeah, and apart from just the bragging rights, which are going to be pretty important in terms of adding it to your resume here, coming away with the first ever tournament win in the SWA. The finale of this thing is going to take place at Right to Fight in a few weeks' time at our second pay-per-view of Season 2, or Season 3 here. And AZ and Hagar would love to have their first pay-per-view appearance of their career. A great platform to launch your career and take yourself to the next level. How about winning a tournament at Right to Fight? Could be one of these two.
Yeah, definitely a high-profile situation, big win, and obviously we've sort of referred to other things, but also the accolade itself of coming out on top in this tournament of some of the toughest fighters and brawlers in the SWA. That's no small accolade either.
And Hagar sends him out to the apron here. He's got him up.
Oh,
second rope. Oh,
and a
no.
Falcon Arrow. Incredible strength by Hagar, who deadlifted AZ off of the apron over the ropes. Now he's got him up.
Oh, what an impact
Down
on the
to the
lower
mat.
back there of AZ. But AZ with a back body drop gets back to his feet. Solid reversal, gets himself right back in this one.
Does
Looked like it was
indeed. Hagar.
over.
Yeah, Hagar really looked to have it all tied up there, but he's now looking quite woozy on the outside. Russian leg sweep, too. Head maybe colliding with the edge of the ring framing. That's always a dangerous risk. Lighten him up with a series of chops, too. My goodness.
Finally, oh, what a right hand from Hagar.
Just straight to the jaw.
Takes AZ right off his feet, but what a counter on that clothesline.
Beautiful Uranagi on the counter. AZ refusing to go down here.
Sending Hagar into the... face first off the steel barricade.
Ooh, somehow the sunglasses remain intact, though.
Oh, and he's up in that military press position, slammed down to that thin padding on the outside as AZ is going for a run here. Almost got into the steps.
Again, I think narrowly missing his head colliding with the corner of that bottom step there. My goodness.
And cardio workout at play here for AZ. Hagar just sending him back and forth here, running a little line action.
Some suicides. Yeah.
Oh, stomp to the back of the neck, though. AZ trying to turn this thing around. How about the point of the elbow to the top of the head of Roughneck Hagar? Oh, steel post. Hagar is finding out in the hardest way possible here tonight how little that steel will sell. He's head first off the barricade, then off the ring post, but he's still in this one right now. Super kick from AZ.
You know what else doesn't sell? Those fucking sunglasses, man. They're still in one piece.
Hanging on for dear life in this one for sure. But Hagar might be as well. He's up.
Got him.
Oh.
Up.
Oh, and tangled up in the ropes, too. Oh, my goodness. He's decleated by AZ.
Just turned him ass over end there. My goodness.
And look at Hagar. He's right back to his feet, much like AZ earlier, and he's tossed over the top there by Roughneck.
And he's just lighting him up now. Hagar looks pissed.
Machine gun rights there to the face of AZ. We saw Onyx Stone target the head to some effect in round 1 last week. Hagar going back up to that middle rope and taking him down. Another Falconera there for Anthony Hagar.
Got something else in mind here.
And again, dumping him down. Oh,
torture rack.
And AZ is done. Ref calling for the bell on that one. He is out. Got it done. Roughneck advancing into round 2. Gets a nice win over AZ. Oh, again, the impact there just completely takes AZ out of this one.
You know, you said something a minute ago that made me think. You mentioned Machine Gun Rights. Is he related to Machine Gun Kelly?
I don't think Hagar is, but I could see the resemblance there from AZ Alpha Omega.
Oh yeah, the hair. Yeah, I think you might be right.
It's a party here for Anthony Hagar, though. He's going to be moving into round 2. And big win for him. Gets a singles victory that'll help him out in the power rankings for sure. And he's going to be feeling pretty good about that one. Gets his first win in his first singles match. And it's a tournament win that moves him along in our bragging rights tournament. He'll face the winner of the match we've got coming up later tonight between the Machine and Luke Thompson.
Be an interesting matchup. Both of those guys, obviously, there's a whole lot of story to tell there. But you know, I wonder how that affects your strategy going and knowing who your next opponent is should you win. See if any mind games, early kind of preemptive strategy on the part of Hagar.
Next up, we've got more singles action. A pair of Season 3 rookies. This is not a bragging rights tournament match, but it's still bragging rights, of course, on the line here. It's John Baptiste taking on Rock, Flag, and Eagle. And these two, as well as our last 2 competitors, looking for their first singles win. Unable to get it done in their Triple Threat Rookie Showcase matches, but would love to get a win in their singles debut here tonight.
Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 237 pounds, Gene.
Jean-Baptiste making his way down. A couple of people standing at 0-0 in singles action. But we have seen them before. Baptiste teamed up with the Bulldog Russell Nash, the temporary My Little Ponies team in that 8-man tag match. Jean-Baptiste was, I believe, our final competitor that was not named Angel Saban or Void. Ended up in a 1-on-2 situation at the end, really insurmountable odds, but lasting that long and hanging in there for a bit against a full team remaining at that point. Baptiste, I think, won some people over.
Yeah, I think it was an impressive showing. He lost Nash, his teammate, pretty early in that match. And, though all the alliances were obviously temporary, having someone to have your back in that kind of chaotic match would have been really valuable. But Jean-Baptiste held on for a long time, really had a showing he can be proud of. And like you said, he ultimately didn't come out on top, but made his mark.
Yeah, and Rock Flag and Eagle here, he was paired up with Tim Bob in that match. They were two of the earliest eliminated, didn't have that good of a showing, so RFE is going to have to prove that he belongs in the SWA. Maybe he can get a win here tonight against Jean-Baptiste and show that it was just a bad night, a bad outing for him in that tag match. Because Baptiste certainly looked like the better competitor on that night. We'll see who comes out on top here tonight. We got Jean-Baptiste and RFE here getting it started, and it's Baptiste taking control. How about a Bulldog to get us going? Maybe learn that from his partner, Russell Nash.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly something would be valuable to pick up from a guy like Nash. Jean-Baptiste, a nice little shout-out to his one-time tag partner.
A solid clothesline from RFE there. Evens the score here in this one early on. No one home in the corner, though, for the second clothesline.
Yeah, always a risk, that corner offense. See that does not pay off for RFE this time around.
Baptiste ducks down underneath, but it's RFE who capitalizes off the ropes there and takes up Baptiste, who knees him in the top of the head to get out of that one. What a drop kick. Takes him down, and he's looking for a cover early. Has he put this one away? No, he hasn't. Third match of the night here tonight. It would have been the first pinfall that we've seen. We've seen a knockout and a disappearing act so far. And still looking for the first pinfall or submission here in SWA. Probably the longest we've gone without one, I would say, on a weekly episode.
Yeah, that has to be the case. Obviously, sort of unique circumstances, but nonetheless, that's kind of an odd stat that has characterized our night thus far.
RFE working the ground game here pretty well on Baptiste. Turns things around.
Hits him with the old 1-2 balls and taint attack.
And it's Baptiste float over neck breaker. And letting the crowd bask in his glory here. RFE up to the apron.
Smart move to try to get outside of the ropes, but Baptiste caught him out.
Maybe not a smart move here. Baptiste is up on the top. RFE on the outside. Is he going outside? Crossbody. RFE with a counter. Slams him right into the mat on the outside. That is thin padding.
Oh. He fell from a height, and more than that, RFE, I think, kind of helped him down. A little extra shove.
Baptiste is on his feet, though, and is trying to get back in this one and fight back into the ring. And he's going to do it here. Slam down on the knee. We got to look at it that time. Ref blocked the hard cam on the first attempt. And Baptiste getting it done.
Nice, famous, sir.
Missed out on that high-risk maneuver on the outside, but RFE, as quick as that, turns it around. Nice little power bomb.
RFE got something else in the tank.
What an elbow. leapt
Right.
up, drove it down on top of the head, and RFE looking to put this one away here tonight. 1, 2, and 3. He's done it. Baptiste is done for.
He sure is. Baptiste didn't even move after that pin. My goodness. That elbow really took it out of him.
Bionic elbow with some leaping action beforehand. RFE puts him away with it, making it look like a bragging rights match here. Might have just taken Baptiste completely out right there.
Yeah, we talked about how we hadn't seen a pinfall, and RFE does win by pinfall, but you're right, it kind of felt like he could have just won via knockout there.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit of a formality. Baptiste still on the ground here. He's made it to the outside of the ring, but completely out, courtesy of that bionic elbow from RFE. Big win for him. Gets his first here in the SWA. Congratulations to Rock Flag and Eagle.
And, the turning point in that match, I think probably Jean-Baptiste's missed to the outside. Never really seemed like he could kind of fully recover from that moment. And kind of did him in.
Sure did. And next up, we've got another bragging rights tournament match. It's Luke Thompson, former SWA World Champion, taking on the Machine. And should be a good one. A couple of big boys here squaring off in this one.
Yeah, a couple of guys who are pretty no nonsense, and you think about kind of how they come to the ring and everything. They're just ready to fight. Some strikers, larger than most of the competitors we've got in the SWA. Machine, one of the tallest. But both these guys just ready to get down to business. And I have to wonder if they'll just sort of go at each other in that same way in this match tonight.
Yeah, Thompson certainly has a MMA background. He's had an interesting story here in the SWA. 2 and 3 in singles action. Does have a couple of multi-man wins, including one for the SWA World title, in which he took down Tomio Yamaguchi, who was the longest reigning SWA World Champ at the time. Still is, in fact. Thompson was eventually defeated with the belt on the line by Sangres at Two Night Stand. Or rather, no, it was a Path to Glory cash-in prior to Two Night Stand. Thompson's rematch opportunity at Two Night Stand, of course, was interrupted by Casey Starr, resulting in a disqualification. Thompson has a chance maybe to salvage his career here tonight, and we've got a brand new Machine. That's a new look if I've ever seen one. Machine's got a whole new get-up and a little goatee action. Looking like the honky-tonk Machine. Here he comes, ready for his match against Luke Thompson.
He's just a honky-tonk machine.
Didn't quite even finish my thoughts on Thompson, but I think those are fine to throw to the side. We've got the Machine here in a...
I'm not thinking about anything else right now, so...
brand new get-up, and he's grown out the goatee here. Looking ready to brawl or maybe, I don't know, perform at the Grand Ole Opry.
Serenade you.
It's the Machine. He comes in 10-7. He's 10th in the power rankings in singles action. He's been on a bit of a run. A long run into the bragging rights tournament would do wonders for him, and he's gonna throw down in that thing. That's like a one-piece outfit.
Machine going right to work on Luke Thompson, too.
Thompson fighting back here, throws a right, but he's on the receiving end of another right from the Machine, and not the place you want to be. The Machine has one of the deadliest right hands in the SWA. Hit in the corner, though, by Thompson. And the former world champ showing some signs of life here early in this match.
Oh, man. Machine got to watch out how he falls. Don't want to mess up that pretty mullet.
Yeah, he's definitely styled the hair a little bit differently here, facial and otherwise. And I still can't get over this outfit. Looks like he's still rocking the gloves underneath, but man, that thing is form-fitting. And definitely a step up in terms of the how forward-facing it is over his, what some in the SWA universe would call a relatively boring attire on a normal night out.
Yeah, it's a little flashier. Speaking of flashy, he seemed like he just completely whiffed on a discus punch there. I don't know what's going on with that Machine. Feeling all right, buddy? Oh, no.
And
Tree of woe.
Setting him up, giving him a boot to the gut.
Well, a foot at least.
Striking a pose there. Luke Thompson looking like he's got as good of a chance as anyone to advance in this tournament.
Hey, man, this dude won the championship out of nowhere. It felt like it was on a lark. Nobody believed he would do it, so you can't doubt him in a tournament like this.
He certainly has a habit of showing up when no one expects him or maybe even wants him to, and it could be the case here tonight. He's looked pretty good against the Machine here, and he's fighting out of the corner again. Thompson rolling and looking to spoil the debut of the Machine's completely new look here. Taking him up, electric chair position.
This is bad
Elbow
news.
to the back of the head. It's the move that put away Yamaguchi not once but twice. The Machine staggers back to his feet. Thompson sets him back up and delivers another one. And the Machine is getting back to his feet, however. Still
Incredible.
Fighting in this one, but Thompson landed that elbow twice to the back of the head of the Machine. That's going to go a long ways towards securing a knockout here in this one.
Working on that right arm now, kind of taking away his most valuable asset other than the goatee, of course. Whiffs on some corner offense, as is tradition.
Really needs to stay out of the corner and just turn this into a striking match, although the MMA background of Thompson may give him the advantage in this one. I'm not sure. He's a couple of guys that really have no qualms throwing hands or elbows in the case of Thompson. And right now, that's seeming to favor Luke in this one. No one, however, favored in the corner. Oh, what a right.
Rivaling Machine's own there. That stiff right.
And back up again to the back of the neck, that elbow, and yet the ref is letting this one go. The Machine is down but not out. And stomps on the gut of Luke Thompson there. But this has been all Luke Thompson in the early goings of this match. I don't know how much longer the Machine can hold out. And Thompson setting up in the corner. Oh, misses the big boot there. Discus big boot was queued up and can't seem to land. But he's right back on the offensive. Getting Machine back to his feet. He's going to send him over the ropes here. Machine trying to catch his breath on the outside. Thompson takes a beat there as well, but he's going to bring him back in the hard way, dumping him on his back.
Yeah, impressive lift there. I mean, getting someone as large as the Machine all the way vertical like that. Incredible strength on display. Machine really got to turn things around here and quick. I mean, he's already been the victim of several elbows to the back of the head.
And trying to do it there with a nerve hold. Not sure that's going to be quite enough here. He's taken Thompson over the ropes and chops him across the chest. It takes Thompson all the way down to the mat, but a nice reversal from the former world champ.
Thompson always looking wily with these reversals here. You got to be careful.
Luke Thompson really feeling himself. Oh, there with the crowd, and sends the bare foot across the face of the machine. The machine's busted open, and he's on the receiving end of another elbow. Into the corner he goes, and Thompson's not done. Picks him right back up. Oh! The machine finally counters with a punch of his own. One and then two. Thompson got back to his feet immediately, and the machine sent him right back down, and now he's queuing up. He's got a third loaded, and Thompson is rolling back to his feet. It looked like 3 machine takedowns there, and yet it's Luke Thompson who's standing. Thompson got back to his feet in a hurry, and now he's setting up the machine. Look out for the elbow, back of the neck. Luke Thompson has done it and put away the machine. Luke Thompson advances in the bragging rights tournament to round 2. He'll face off with roughneck Anthony Hagar. Big win for Luke Thompson. Gets himself back to 500 in singles action. And the machine maybe focused too much on his appearance here tonight and not enough on researching his opponent. He was on the receiving end of a handful of those elbows, and you could see the damage it took. Finally taking him out of this one.
Luke Thompson saw his opponent win earlier tonight. His next opponent, that is, saw Anthony Hagar take that victory, and he isn't scared. He wasn't scared of the machine. He's not scared of Luke Thompson, he's not scared of Luke Thompson either. He's not scared of anybody, was my point. And he gets a huge win tonight, a 6'11" win to be exact. Moves on in the tournament.
And the machine, the most seasoned of the competitors in the bragging rights tournament, came in looking like the favorite, and we said last week that if he had a bad run, that would not be a good sign for him here in Season 3. Really needed, I think, a deep tournament run, coming in as the odds-on favorite to win this thing. And Luke Thompson upsets him in round 1. Thompson will move on against Anthony Hagar. Yep. And if I'm roughneck Hagar, I'm not sure if I'm excited about this or not. I think coming into this tournament, I'd be pretty thrilled if I was told I was going to get Luke Thompson instead of the machine in round 2. But after that match, I'm not so sure. Thompson looked really good.
Yeah, if we've learned one thing about Luke Thompson, it's that he's great at ruining everyone's plans. We saw it tonight. Machine had the plans for his new sort of glorious reinstatement into the upper echelons of the SWA with his new look and his goatee and his mullet, and Luke Thompson had none of it. So Hagar's plans are to advance in the tournament. Luke Thompson's great at ruining your plans.
Certainly has done that to the machine here tonight, and probably others as well. Speaking of new looks, though, we saw the new look Captain Tiger Marsh at Countdown shown up along with Corey Wolfhart and Lazar Malveaux. Those 3 were the debuting new Disciples of Gray for gracious Garrison Gray, taking on DDT at Countdown. Thomas came into that match thinking he would be seeing the Boulder and Art Vandelay and maybe Sparkles. Instead, he ran into a buzzsaw that saw Captain Tiger Marsh refuse to submit, and eventually got a submission of his own, winning that match after Thomas eliminated Lazar Malveaux and Corey Wolfhart. Now Marsh goes one-on-one with Thomas to prove that it wasn't just because of the handicap stipulation that he won that match of his own accord. And we also saw at Countdown Triple G earn his tag team, and whoever he chooses as a partner, a shot at the tag titles at a future date. And you got to think that Marsh is going to be his pick for who's going to represent the Disciples with him in that title match after getting the win over Thomas. And certainly if he gets a win over DDT again here tonight one-on-one, he's going to be definitely the favored disciple for Triple G.
Yeah, it's certainly a way to establish yourself in the hierarchy of the disciples. Getting big wins over rivals like DDT. I mean, you know Triple G's got his eye on those belts, and if you can be one of the champs, you're looking pretty good to be a tag partner for those belts.
And of course, we saw Art Vandelay attacked backstage by Chiamaka and Digway, who ended up teaming up with Bobby Plaster. The Disciples came away victorious at that pay-per-view last season, the 4-on-4 tag elimination match. The Disciples stood victorious at the end of that pay-per-view. Vandelay was out of commission for that one after the attack, letting Triple G down. We've seen the Boulder and Calvin Abueva drop matches while representing the Disciples, and we saw Sparkles in perhaps the worst transgression against Triple G eat the pin with the tag titles on the line after Triple G earned them the shot with a couple of eliminations in a tag table elimination match against Unhinged. Triple G has yet to personally lose the tag titles, but Disciples have, and he's not going to be too thrilled about that, but got to be pretty happy with Marsh and his performance in that 1-on-3 handicap match a couple weeks back at Countdown. And like I said, if Marsh pulls out a win here in a 1-on-1 showdown with Thomas, that's going to be good news for him and him getting in the good graces of Triple G.
Off to a pretty even start here. These two obviously faced one another as part of that match you mentioned, only a couple weeks ago. Definitely taking the time. Well, I say that, but feeling each other out a bit here. No one getting too crazy just yet. Getting into the flow of the match here a bit. I got to say, early on, Marsh looks confident here.
Certainly does. He got the elimination against Thomas. He's got to be feeling pretty good about that. Certainly, Thomas had to do a lot of work to eliminate Malvo. And wait a minute, we've got Triple G's music here, or the whole Disciples glorious action up at the ramp. Who's going to come out? Oh, Wolfhard is behind him. Corey Wolfhard was snuck up behind DDT. Jackhammer on Thomas, center of the ring. And the ref sees Wolfhard running away, doesn't do anything about it. Marshall going to capitalize. Thomas is out at 2. Corey Wolfhard using the distraction. Glorious at the ramp and trying to swing this one in favor of Marsh. Thomas survives for now, but he's in a precarious position. Mid-rope DDT incoming from Marsh.
Yeah, somehow I guess the ref missed all of that, but the DOG's up to some shenanigans here. Now Marsh tuning up the band. This is bad news for DDT.
And long distance super kick there for Marsh. Thomas is close to the ropes, but he can't get him. Captain Tiger Marsh gets it done, takes down Thomas here, and I gotta think the interruption, the attack, you see it here. Corey Wolfhard helping seal this for the Disciples. The Dogs getting it done here. Marsh capitalizes the sneaky jackhammer by Corey Wolfhard.
The sneaky jackhammer indeed. I had a friend who was called that once.
Probably for nefarious reasons. No doubt. Big super kick there. Finishes the match, but it was the jackhammer that really swayed the tide in this one. And Captain Tiger Marsh comes away victorious for the Disciples. Triple G's going to be real pleased with that one. And I would imagine that Corey Wolfhard also gaining some favor here, showing up to help out the Disciples here, proving it's a team game as Triple G and his Disciples seek out tag team gold.
Yeah, I think you make a good point there. Both of them showing they can work as a team, work together. That seems to be a core part of Gracious Garrison Gray's mission and preaching and teachings, because he's assembling this cadre of shiny robed individuals, but they need to be a team, and we're seeing them kind of learn how to make a good impression on the guru.
Certainly, and they've got their eyes on the tag team titles. A couple of other tag teams that also would love to get back into tag team title convention here. The Barefoot Buddies would love a shot at the titles. Songres came up short, falling to Triple G, last eliminated in the tag chamber at Countdown. And the Quinn Brothers, of course, our longest reigning tag team champions, 9-0 to start off their career. It's been a bit of a bumpy road since then, but they sit at 11-5. Last time out, got a nice win against Unhinged. Barefoot Buddies last week got a win against the Bobby Doubles, and perhaps earned the shot here at taking on one of the top-ranked tag teams, the Quinn Brothers. Really still kind of second only to Dirty Deeds now, current tag champs. And we'll see what the Buddies have in store here tonight for the Quinn Brothers. Can they hand them their 6th loss, or will the Quins tie it up with Unhinged at 12 wins to lead the tag division in that category?
342 pounds, Eddie and Santos.
Eddie and Songres here looking to go 5-3 with a win here, get 2 matches above 500. Last time out, of course, they climbed above that mark. One of the most important, qualifiers here in the SWA. Really, we have so much talent that the top of the card, the top of our rankings, both singles and tag, really, there's not a lot that separates some of these competitors, but being above 500 is such a good qualifier, a good mark on your resume, because it's tough to get a win every time you come out here, especially if you're, of course, being hit with the sneaky jackhammer like we saw last match out.
Yeah, you never want to be hit with a sneaky jackhammer, let me tell you from personal experience.
It's the Buddies who await Jamie and Noah, the Quinn Brothers, one of our best champions we've had in the SWA. They had 5 title defenses of the tag championships, far and away the most.
And their opponent.
And not only the most defenses of the tag titles, but it's the most defenses of any title in the SWA. They would love to get another shot at those. Perhaps a look at Dirty Deeds in the future for the Quinn Brothers. Or perhaps the Disciples. Triple G, of course, earning the title shot for his team. So we'll have to see how that plays out in the coming weeks, I'm sure. Whoever stands with the belts, the Quins, would love another shot at reclaiming what was once theirs. Maybe a chance of becoming the first ever 2-time tag champions.
Try to say that 5 times fast.
Nope.
The Quins come in good streak of matches recently, I think. After obviously their long winning streak while they were reigning as champions, eventually broken when they dropped the titles, but they've rebounded pretty well, I think. I think they've looked good recently, looking, like you said, to climb back up, challenge for the titles yet again. But the Barefoot Buddies also a team with some momentum on their side, I think. They're gelling more and more as a team every time out. They have a lot of confidence. This is a tough match to pick in advance, I gotta say.
Yeah, with 11 wins, one more here tonight ties them up with the lead in the tag division. It's tough not to pick one of the winningest teams. A team that started off their career 9-0, looked completely unbeatable. And tonight they're starting off with Noah Quinn, who, in the early goings of the Quinn Brothers, Jamie Quinn really seemed like the de facto leader of the group. Noah has sort of transitioned into that role, I think, over the last few months. into, even dating back into season 2, represented them in the tag chamber. It was a rough showing for some of the veterans of the tag division in that chamber.
Indeed.
Including Noah Quinn, but when it's just a 2-on-2 straight-up tag match, Noah Quinn's looked pretty unbeatable lately, and Hammerlock DDT is one to watch out for.
Yeah, and maybe that's even more fire and motivation for the Quinns tonight, especially Noah looking to rebound from, lackluster performance at Countdown in the tag chamber. Even more of a reason to kind of claim your spot, call your shot, as it were. I'm doing it against a good team here tonight in the Barefoot Buddies.
Yeah, we got Sangres in after the tag, but now tag the other way, and Jamie Quinn's in. We've swapped roles here. Noah and Eddie going to the apron, and Jamie Quinn coming in and looking to take control in this match. Jamie, of course, the submission expert amongst the four here. The most likely person we would see get a submission victory. Sangres gets out of that one, though. Nice work for him. Hurricane Rana takedown for former world champ Sangres, who took the title away from Luke Thompson before dropping it to Pain Wrecker at Two Night Stand Season 2 in a hellacious Iron Man match.
Sunset flip powerbomb there from Sangres all the way to the floor, and he's not done.
Kicks aside, brushing off that drop kick. And a Hurricane Rana on the outside for Sangres. Going back to the same well this time on the outside. Of course, no count out in this tag match. An interesting situation we saw last week as the Barefoot Buddies and the Bobby Devils went with the count out Bulldog on the outside from Sangres. And it was a count out victory, in fact, for the Barefoot Buddies in a unique stipulation, that being allowed. Not a common occurrence in the SWA, but the Buddies took advantage of it last week.
Yeah, it was a strange arrangement, but then again, so was that entire situation with the Bobby Devils.
And Sangres now sending Jamie Quinn back inside, rolling him in, and Quinn's back to his feet in a hurry, tags in Noah. Good decision there for Jamie, getting the fresher man in and getting himself a chance for a breather.
Smart move. Get yourself some rest. Always about being the freshest. You want to be the most rested in the ring at any time, and that means managing your tagging well.
Ooh. Little shining wizard action there from Sangres. Now some speedball kicks from Sangres. Takes Noah Quinn back, but he's just waiting for him here to get back to his feet and could be looking for the Crimson Knee. Got all of it, and it's Crimson indeed here. Busted Noah Quinn right open. He's got the leg locked. He's looking for the cover. It's a 1, and Jamie Quinn breaks it up, and he's going to catch a Hurricane Rana for his troubles, courtesy of Sangres, who's looking to handle this with Noah Quinn here still. But Noah Quinn with a nice reversal jawbreaker gets back to his feet.
And immediately back off of them. Sangres avoids some offense here.
Ooh, looking for a kick there. Noah gets out of the way and delivers a kick of his own, taking out Sangres. Super kick.
Jamie Quinn, meanwhile, just laying on the outside, so Noah is by himself at the moment.
He's looking for a cover here. Eddie Vortex following little sportsmanship, staying on the outside. And Sangres kicks out of 2. Looks like Jamie finally staggering to his feet there on the outside as Noah Quinn works on the left arm of Sangres. Quinn now got a hold of the rope. He's back up on the apron and available to tag. Sangres now been in there a while. We've seen that strategy employed by the Buddies, but it's usually Eddie Vortex who refuses to come out. This time it's Sangres and Noah Quinn, even though he's busted open, looking here for the hammerlock DDT and got it. Might be over here, except that Eddie's going to break that one up. and
Told you
quickly get back to the apron.
The Barefoot Buddies are learning and improving every time out.
Oh, but
Noah Quinn, however.
Noah Quinn doesn't give a damn about that apron. Brings him back inside the hard way, and Eddie rolls to the outside to recover. Might be a minute. It was a hard impact there, courtesy of Noah Quinn.
Much like I said, you always want to try to be the freshest guy. He's preventing his opponent from doing exactly that.
Sure enough, and Noah Quinn's been in control of this one for a bit here, and seems to have all the momentum behind him. Working on Sangres here. After a little flex, he's going to go for a cover. Has he done enough? Eddie Vortex out of nowhere breaks it up at 2. Where the hell did Eddie Vortex come from?
Maybe he came from wherever Void and...
he wants a tag, but Noah Quinn grabs a hold of Sangres.
Just in time, too.
Sangres taking Noah Quinn into the corner here. Might be looking for a tag, but Noah's not having it. He's going to send him a little corner to corner here. If Jamie Quinn gets back involved here, it's bad news for the Buddies. He's had a lot of time to recover, so has Eddie Vortex.
Yeah, kind of a race here to see who can get a tag first.
Couple of shoulders to the gut. Takes Noah down, and then feet to the chest. Noah Quinn writhing in pain after that one, but he still finds a way to counter back to his feet.
Both these men here almost turned this into a singles match. This has become a real battle. Quinn's make the tag.
On its head here, Jamie Quinn back in. Little tag team offense on Sangres, who looked like he might have been trying to roll over, get to Eddie. But it's Jamie Quinn stretching him out here, and Sangres slips out.
Well, that's lucky too. He almost fell into a pin there.
Jamie Quinn staying on the offensive. Sangres trying to get to his feet, but Jamie's got a hold of him in a hurry. Instead, dumped down over the knee.
Yeah, that double underhook straight on the knee. Eddie just begging for a tag, but the Quinns will not let Sangres get over their beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
Ton of impact on the back there on that suplex. Sangres staggering to his feet. Don't think he's going to like what he finds there. Spear from Jamie Quinn. And Sangres is in dire need of a tag here to get Eddie Vortex back in. He counters to his feet. He's got a chance here. Maybe Bulldog on Jamie. And Sangres going to the corner. Maybe wanting to do this himself. Spins around. What a kick. Whipped the head of Jamie Quinn around. Sangres looking for the pin. Eddie distracts Noah Quinn, but Jamie Quinn kicks out at 2. The Quinn brothers showing some resiliency here. Even after the big move by Sangres, it's Sangres, however, who's been in there a long time, needs to get out of this one. Some good offense, but not sure how much he can keep playing defense here against both Quinn brothers.
Yeah, at some point he's just going to run out of gas. I mean, I'm impressed that he's stayed on his feet and competitive as long as he has, but both Quinn brothers just continuing to inflict damage upon
Jamie
Sangres.
Quinn, look at this disrespectful pin attempt. He just had the one foot on the chest. Eddie breaks it up. Sangres might have kicked out too there, but Jamie Quinn, bad news for Sangres. He's got the ankle twisted around. Looking for a submission here, center of the ring. And Sangres
looking to roll it over.
Turned it over, but Jamie gets out of it in a hurry.
Oh, a figure 4 leg lock, always dangerous. But if you can turn it over like that, Sangres manages to fight out.
Sangres not known as a submission artist, but pretty quickly transitions out of that move. Some solid defense still from Sangres, but again, I think he really... Eddie has been on the apron for a long time. Got to get Vortex in here. And Jamie fights out of the corner. Eddie was looking for it. And Jamie Quinn says, not right now. I'm not done with you in this match. Boot to the back. Sangres gets to his feet in a hurry, though. And still putting in the offense. Jamie Quinn is crawling towards Noah. Sangres makes the tag. Jamie makes the tag. We got Noah and Eddie Vortex in now. We've switched teams entirely. And it's Noah Quinn who's come in looking better off here, winning the early exchanges with Eddie Vortex.
Indeed, getting height as he leaps into the air for the attack. And Eddie Vortex obviously going to be fired up here. He's been trying to get this tag for a long time, been wanting to see his tag partner get a break.
Eddie sets him up on the middle rope there. Thought he might be looking for the pommel horse, but instead just kind of choking him a bit with a knee on the rope. Noah rolls to the outside. And now Eddie heading to the outside, but Noah's already back in the ring.
Just a little okey doke there.
Misses in the corner, head first off the turnbuckle. And Noah Quinn can't connect in the corner either. Eddie looking for a cutter. Nice reversal from Noah Quinn. And looked like he might be wrapping him up for that hammer lock and a counter by Vortex.
Vortex with a beautiful arm drag there. Escaping that one in the nick of time, perhaps. He's fired up now.
Eddie Vortex running the ropes here, but Noah starts to crawl away. Vortex not a fan of that. Starts giving him some stomps and puts him right back where he wants him. Boom!
The People's Moonsault there. And a shooting star press, too. Eddie Vortex, he's on fire.
Oh, and then misses the crossbody. Oh, but a nice Hurricane Rana sends Noah into the ropes. Pummel horse incoming straight. Connection to the head off the top rope. What a splash. Eddie Vortex has got a ton of momentum right now. Can he capitalize?
An incredible combo there. Such rapid fire offense from Eddie Vortex.
Sangres interrupts Jamie Quinn, but Noah Quinn kicked out at 2. How? Vortex
I don't know.
Hit him with everything, and Noah Quinn fights on.
Indeed, a Falcon Arrow right away. Noah Quinn not really selling it. He is looking to end this quick here, trying to apply an arm bar.
And Noah Quinn, not really the submission expert of the team, but looking to put it away with one. Vortex fights out of it.
Quinn maybe playing possum there a bit. Withstands a pummel horse and a frog splash off the top rope.
Knee. And the people sell from Vortex after that knee connect to the head there, but Eddie is back to his feet in a hurry, and in the corner, Sangres tagged in. And Jamie Quinn is up to a seated position, but not much more. Sangres looking for a cover on that tag team offense. Is enough? No, 2 count kicked out by Noah Quinn.
Kid Noah Quinn survives on what must be pure instinct at this point. But he's looking strong right now.
And Jamie has managed his way back to the apron, although looks pretty exhausted on the ropes over there, as Noah and Sangres go back at it in this one. Sangres trying to take him over to the corner. Noah Quinn's going to fight out of that using the left elbow, breaking that hold and sending Sangres into the corner. Might be looking to get his brother back involved. Tag made, sure enough. Here comes Jamie Quinn. Oh, what a drop kick to the back of the head of Sangres, who's crawling, hoping to find something. And instead pulls off a nice counter, maybe playing a little possum there.
Yeah, kind of tricking him a bit. Maybe looking to get a tag of his own there. He does get a tag on Eddie Vortex.
Oh, a little high-low action on Jamie Quinn. Vortex looking for the cover off of that. And he's got 1 and 2 and nothing more. Another near fall. Jamie Quinn gets out of this one.
And I got to say, Barefoot Buddy's putting up a fight. You know, we talked before about how they're a good team and they're confident lately. But, you know, as you mentioned, the Quins are the winningest tag team in the SWA. And, you know, they're still one of the best. Neither team here wanting to accept defeat. Both these guys, or all 4 of these guys, I suppose, know what's at stake here.
Vortex sent to the outside with that clothesline. And this match looked like it was all the Quins early. Eddie Vortex really kind of turned it around. It feels really even right now once more. Oh, what a kick to the gut of Jamie Quinn.
They heard that one in the back row.
Definitely feels like this could go either way at this point.
Uh-oh.
Oh, head first. Bouncing off the mat there on the outside. But Jamie floats over the top. Nice reversal for him. Reverse DDT.
Yeah, nice reverse DDT there, and now Jamie continuing this offensive onslaught outside the ring. The match, of course, does have to be decided inside the ring, but there's no rules on how long you can be outside.
Oh, no. Head first off the post, and again.
Oh, my. This is just uncomfortable to watch.
Jamie Quinn resorting to using the environment. Hasn't been able to put away Eddie or Sangres yet. And using the apron and the ring post to really do some damage to the head of Eddie Vortex, who is fighting back with a strong left. Back and forth here. Neither man able to get in all of their offense. Trading chops on the outside. Elbow connects there from Jamie Quinn. And rolled into the ring now is Jamie. Eddie trying to keep the offense coming here. Sends him into the corner.
Got to keep the pressure up. Going up for a little triangle Hurricane Rana. Good lucha thing if I ever did see one.
And Eddie off the middle rope. What a senton.
Oh, my.
How many rotations were on that one? He's looking for a cover. 1-2 broken up by Noah. Sangres couldn't get there in time. Finally takes care of Noah. Noah's rolled to the outside. Enziguri by Jamie Quinn. Takes down Eddie Vortex. And now Eddie trying to get Jamie perhaps to his corner. He's going to fight out of that one. Sangres now, perhaps the man to get in. But instead, it's Jamie Quinn looking for the figure 4 once more. Eddie's right there at the ropes. Might have got a hold of him.
Looks like he did. He was able to just reach his fingertips out and grab a hold. Jamie Quinn frustrated, going to tag in his brother Noah, who has had a bit to rest, but you have to remember has taken quite a beating this match.
And looking for a cover straight away. Is Eddie still recovering? No, kicked out at 2.
Awful close there yet again. Perhaps not a bad strategy.
Jamie Quinn stomping the head of Eddie Vortex into the mat. Might put it away. Yes, he has. The Quinn brothers have done it. Noah Quinn with a hell of a stomp on Eddie Vortex.
Noah Quinn had taken a lot of a beating, but ultimately he just came in for the kill there at the end. He could tell that it was close, and he put a cap on it.
And the Quinn brothers tie up once again atop the tag team wins leaderboard with Unhinged. Both teams with 12 now. And really making a case that maybe they found their form again. They've got a couple of big wins last time out. Unhinged now and Barefoot Buddies. Perhaps looking to take another shot at the tag titles that Dirty Deeds hold, and that Triple G and his disciples have the right to fight for due to their win courtesy of Triple G at the Tag Chamber. But the Quinn brothers are on merit, making their case week in and week out here in the SWA. Nice win over Barefoot Buddies as we head to our main event of the night. A triple threat match between some of the top stars in the SWA. We're talking about Warren Windham, who sits third in the power rankings, 15-5, a former world champion. Even though he came up short against Painwrecker at two-night stand, or at Countdown rather. In a 2 out of 3 falls match, the Painwrecker won 2-0. El Puma comes in as our 10th ranked competitor, 9-5, a couple of big multi-man match wins, including the Rumble in Season 1 and a triple threat match last week on episode 39, in which he took down Nathan Bogard and Brian Strong. So got some recent experience in triple threat action, and of course the Crow, Eric Draven, comes in at 8th in the power rankings, 11-8. He's also had a multi-man win, a 4-man Iron Man match that he came out on top of, and would love to get a nice win here tonight in this triple threat as well. Looks like he's going to be joining us first. Here comes the Crow.
Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 185 pounds, Eric Draven.
We've mostly seen Draven recently trying to help out his Deadfire teammates, Dead Peace and Diego Mercer, in their strange feud with Bobby Plaster and what turns out to be not one but 2 body doubles from his movie that he shot during the off-season. They had a trios tag table match, in fact, at Countdown that the Bobby Doubles and Bobby Plaster came away victorious in, although Plaster was eliminated. The 2 Bobby Doubles came away victorious, last eliminating Diego Mercer to win with 2 contestants remaining in that elimination style match. So it's good to see Draven here back sort of on his own merit in this triple threat match. You know, we've seen him trying to help out Deadfire, but I think the Crow seems to favor and be best when he's really kind of working alone. It's more of a solo artist, I would say, here in the SWA.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a case for that, although I imagine 1 or 2 other people would contest your conclusion. Puma with the pyro tonight. You know, I heard recently that he's a big fan of fireworks in general. Loves lighting them on 4th of July, stuff like that. He's a big fan of fireworks.
Yeah, Puma, big firework nut. My understanding also is that his father watches all of his matches at home while consuming a hefty amount of edibles as well. So, Mr. Puma be watching at home tonight, cheering for a win for his son here in this triple threat match.
Yeah, that's maybe why he got so into fireworks. I bet his dad really enjoyed them while just absolutely blasted on edibles. But tonight he'll get to see them hopefully at the end of the match too, if Puma comes out on top. But he's obviously got stiff competition, as he talked about, with Eric Draven out first, and 1 more to come with Warren Windham, the former champ.
Yeah, and the biggest outlast in this one. former champ, like you said, although he's had a couple of shots at becoming a 2-time champ that he has come up short in. So he's probably coming into this match pretty pissed off about the results of that title match at Countdown. 15-5 in singles action. He has the third most singles wins in the SWA, trailing only world champ Painwrecker and Triple G, who are currently tied at 19. A bit of a race to see who can get to 20 first between Painwrecker and Triple G.
Coming to the ring pretty quickly, as per usual, with Warren Windham here, just looking to get things over with. He's pretty straight to it, kind of direct sort of guy.
We're going to get this main event underway here. Draven, Puma, and Windham. And it's the Crow and Windham that go right at each other, and El Puma sitting around waiting on the Invisible Man here. Finally going to get involved in this one, going after the Crow.
Just picking his spots, honestly. I mean, that's smart. Windham now doing the same as Puma delivers a neck breaker.
And Draven going back after Windham seems to have his target on the big man. Nice reversal, gets out of that stalling suplex from Windham, who's going to go up a little mid-rope, celebratory, pretty proud of himself for being reversed, and then Puma drops him off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, Puma taking exception to the celebration there. Lighting into him with a series of strikes.
Really working the left leg there of Windham. Puma looking for a cover on Draven here. It's a 1 count. Not going to get it done. Puma won that triple threat last week, so he's got some experience here. Looking to put this one away early, but it's not going to happen just yet. Warren Windham is seems lost out there, and the Crow wakes him up with an enziguri and then sends him into the corner, shoulder first into the post.
Oh, that looks really uncomfortable.
And Windham misses a big boot. He seems just out on his feet.
Gotta wonder if he hit his head or something.
Yeah, or he might have been in Mr. Puma's edibles before this match. He looks lost. Puma's going to break that one up as Draven went for the cover there.
Maybe that's why he came out third, because it took him a little longer to find where the gorilla position was.
Boot to the gut there from Puma. Misses the drop kick. Draven just steps out of the way nonchalantly. Doesn't miss with that one, though, but he's caught by Windham and reverses out of that. Nice job by Puma.
We're looking well studied here. A lot of reversals we've seen. Looks like he's been watching game film on his opponents. A Gamengiri in the corner with that rope assist.
Oh. And got the leg hooked. The Crow on the outside. Puma looking to put this away early. It's a 2 count. Windham kicks out. And Puma was looking to go back for more. Draven punches him in the back of the head. And now Puma going to work on the Crow here. Well, Puma taking on everyone in this match so far. He's going out to the apron and heading up top. Draven in a precarious position here. Moonstomp, no! Draven gets out of the way.
And both competitors managed not to trip over Warren Windham somehow, but Puma will be frustrated there after seeming like he had it in hand.
Moonstomp certainly could have put that one away. Instead, this match continues, and now Warren Windham, the only competitor on his feet. He's looking for a cover of the Crow here.
Puma getting up, maybe going to break it in just in time.
And broke it up, and I'm not sure Draven was getting out of that. I didn't think that Windham had really done enough, but the Crow is still laid out here on the mat.
This match, I mean, quite a bit of punishment dealt out all across the board here. Puma looking to do a little bit more to Draven, who may be playing possum there.
Oh, blocks the little kneeling enziguri there, does Puma, and now takes down the Crow. Focusing on the left leg here of Draven. countered by the Crow, who is right in the waiting grasp of Warren Windham, who's just going to kind of hold him for a minute, let him go, and then allow Draven to DDT him. The Crow winning that exchange as Warren Windham continues to look a little lost out there.
Does indeed. And speaking of lost, Draven whiffs on a drop kick. Puma making him pay for it now.
Puma and Draven now 1-1 on the whiff drop kick battle here as Puma looks for the cover and kicked out at 2 by Eric Draven.
Windham did sit up, but he was not able to make it in time. That was all on Draven to escape that pinfall. Puma, meanwhile.
Puma, sunset flip power bomb to the outside. Puma ducks back inside, trying to capitalize on Windham. Eric Draven is probably going to be out of commission for a while. What an impact on the outside of the ring.
And a beautiful reverse DDT there, looking to put it away, but out at 1, Warren Windham.
Windham not at all impressed with that pin attempt. He gets out of the way of the drop kick there as well. But Puma ducks the move. Windham grabs a hold, though, here and takes him up over. Puma lands on his feet.
Puma whiffs on a...
Oh, doesn't land clean there, though.
Yeah, does not, and neither does Draven. Dimmy to Jimmy all the way inside the ring. Warren Windham's not done yet.
Boot to the gut there. Might be looking for that Death Valley driver. Got it indeed, and crawls right over to the cover. Ref is there. 1, 2, and broken up. Puma saves this match. It was over for Eric Draven.
Just in time. That is now the second time Puma has saved
Draven.
Draven pays him back with a black leather mask out of nowhere.
And a DDT on Windham, the second one that he's received. Windham rolls to the outside. Draven staring down Puma, who he put down with that black leather mask. And doesn't seem to know what route to take from here.
I guess he wants to inflict some more punishment. I guess he's not done fighting yet.
Windham back
that
on his
to me
feet.
looked like he had the match won. I don't know.
And Draven again maybe playing possum here. Catches the punch from Windham, but then misses on a step up enziguri. And Windham's taken down by Puma. Draven's up on the ropes. Doesn't seem to notice that Puma's going for a cover. 1, 2, and kicked out.
A nice Shiranui there by...
Oh, spear by Draven. And he ran around the ring setting that thing up. He had a target in mind for sure. And it was El Puma, but now he's on the receiving end of a sheer drop. Dumped on the head. Windham looking to put this one away. Puma down, kicked out at 2 by Draven.
Draven shows some of his own resilience there.
Oh, what a kick. Levels the super heavyweight. And Puma goes off this middle rope. Draven wasn't ready for that one.
A moonsault into a reverse DDT almost, but Draven back on his feet already, going for a pin.
Counter sweeps the leg. 2 count, kicked out by Puma. What a match this main event has been. Draven is waiting on Puma to get to his feet. Black leather mask. Puma is down. Leg hooked. Windham coming. 1, 2, and kicked out. Windham wasn't there in time, but Puma survives anyway.
Incredibly close yet again. This one could be over at any moment, folks.
Back body drop from Windham. He's got some momentum behind him here. A spine buster on Puma, and then gets out of the way of the kick there from Draven, who was just waiting for his moment to strike. Into the corner, Windham taking Draven up to the top. Draven fights his way back down to the mat. Arm drag takedown for the Crow.
Nice float over as well.
And looking for the cover here. Is that enough to put away Windham? Puma breaks it up. I think Windham might have been close to getting out, but Puma saves it nonetheless.
It was awful close there. The ref jumps out of the way.
Oh, and package pile driver on Draven, who's already been on the receiving end of a sheer drop. A lot of impact on the neck and head. Windham is down on the mat. Puma has the leg hooked. Has he done it 2 weeks in a row? No. Kicked out by the Crow. 2 count for Puma. Can't finish it off.
Puma has got to be livid here. He's thought he had it several times. Standing moonsault.
Oh, and then takes down
Drop
Wyndham with a kick. Wyndham's going to roll to the outside to recover. Elbow drop from Puma. He's got an opportunity here, one-on-one in the ring with the Crow. Big chop across the chest and throat of Eric Draven, and now Puma looking to put him away with it. Is that enough to put down the Crow? Yes, it is. 1, 2, and 3. Puma has done it in back-to-back weeks. What a win in this triple threat. A hellacious chop from El Puma in the corner to an already weakened Eric Draven, who in that match was on the receiving end of a Death Valley driver, a sheer drop, and more package pile driver from Puma just before that corner chop.
Here is your winner, Wonder Kid.
Huge win for El Puma here tonight in our main event. He got a triple threat win last week and takes down 2 people who were ranked above him in singles action, including 2 here in the top 8 of the power ranking. Nice win for him in our main event. We talked last week, and I spoke with Ralph on the Crazy About the SWA podcast about how Season 3 felt like it was a make or break season for El Puma, and he has come alive here in the early goings of Season 3. Big time win here tonight in our main event, and looks to be a favorite to keep climbing the power rankings here in our 3rd season of SWA. Season 3, Episode 40 down the hatch. A solid 6 matches, really. We saw Puma just now take down Draven and Wyndham. The Quinn brothers win a absolute brawl with Barefoot Buddies. Captain Tiger Marsh goes over DDT after some help from Corey Wolfhart with a sneaky jackhammer. Luke Thompson just goes wire to wire, dominating a brand new look machine. RFE uses the bionic elbow to great effect against Jean-Baptiste. Roughneck Anthony Haggard takes down AZ in a bragging rights tournament match as well. And in a weird turn of events, our Angel Saban Void match never happened. The Ace attacked Void pre-match, and then the lights went off in our stadium here in Dallas, Texas. And when they came back on, both competitors were nowhere to be found. We have no word yet about the fates of either Ace or the Void. We know Ace was looking for some revenge on that backstage attack that the Void had pulled off weeks before, but we have no idea what has happened to those two and where they were. Got no updates throughout the show. We will keep you updated as soon as we know something here in the SWA. Thanks for coming out this week. We'll see you next week for episode 41. We've got 2 more weekly shows before we head to Right to Fight. We've got the Rumble in store for that one. It's going to be a great one. And, we'll see Dirty Deeds defend those tag belts soon against Triple G and his disciples, who he'll pick. I think I got a pretty good idea. It's going to be Captain Tiger Marsh after another big win from Marsh here tonight. And we've got more bragging rights tournament action coming in the next 2 weeks as well. Both round 2 matchups. We'll see Onyx Stone taking on Buckshot and Roughneck Anthony Haggard taking on Luke Thompson. Look forward to having those and having you out here with us. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.